Oh my god. I'm in Normandy in France with my girlfriend Holly, and we've just driven past an abandoned abbey from the 12th century, and we're going to go and explore. Abbey Blanche was built by Vital de Mortain in the 12th century. Vital was later canonised. The oldest buildings are the church, crypt, cloisters and chapter house, built in around 1112. The biggest building is a seminary, built over 700 years later in 1821. Opposite is a building which appears to be similar in age to the seminary, and on a map I found this labelled tourism residence. There are various other small buildings and sites on the estate like the gatehouse, the porch and the fountain. The first place we explored is a room above a passageway and part of the tourist residence building. Its door was wide open and the room was pretty trashed. A single bed and some desks. This looked like an administration room. Let's go. Looking for an entrance into the main tourist building was difficult. Through a smashed window, it seemed like a big, open and interesting space. My aim is to try and get in as many of these buildings as possible because they just look amazing. Walking into the crypt was pretty awesome. This area dates back 900 years. These pillars have stood for centuries. Unfortunately, nothing was accessible. Around the corner were the cloisters. The cloisters are as historic as the crypt. Wow. What's this? There was a stone monolith with the religious engravings and some sprayed symbol that I couldn't decipher. More locked doors meant more searching for an entry point. Walking along the main entrance wall of the seminary, we turned a corner to an area sheltered from view by trees. Here lots of windows had been smashed and the vandalism was obvious, and so was the way to get in. Stop, there's a guy here. Yeah, there's a guy.
Is he coming over?
No, he's taking pictures as well.
Oh.
I'm just going to pretend to be taking pictures at the back.
I'm gonna have to hide in here.
He's looking at it.
Bye, Tom. I might see some ghosts.
Eventually I got in without any trouble from the other guy on the grounds. The rooms were aged and decrepit, dampness on the walls, peeling, rust and emptiness. Strangely, this was a sound recording booth. There were two of them side by side, and I can't wonder what they could have been used to record. Wow. The variety of each room was surprising. It seemed that every other room had a different purpose, even a different colour and feel to it. Ascending the floors, I found more odd-shaped rooms and nothing seemed to be locked or bolted shut. We were nearing the church and I was sure there was a way in, but we hadn't explored the rest of the seminary yet, so we went back to the other side of the building where we found a large kitchen and dining areas. In one large space there was a modern day love story left on the wall. Ben and Lisa tell the story that begins with a blowjob and a walk to a house, then a walk to the local waterfall in Mortain called the Grand Cascades, which is about 5 minutes from the seminary. Then they smoked a joint followed by sex. I think the handprints might have even been the spot where they did it. And then look a sec. Descending to the ground floor, we entered a large room with a huge painting left inside. Then we wandered into what used to be a big industrial kitchen. The wallpaper's fallen right off the ceiling. We were running out of time and there was still tons to discover. I'd seen a room below a window that I wanted to look in, so we walked around the back of the seminary. You got the torch. There was a lot of stuff in here, but we couldn't afford the time to look through it. I'd noticed something interesting up on a hill as we walked around the seminary, so I wanted to go up and explore it. God, imagine lugging that up here. It was a huge statue of the White Lady, erected in honour and memory of those who fought in the Battle of Mortain in World War II. In fact, the Abbey became repurposed as a field hospital for 2 years during World War I and saw more than 8,000 wounded pass through during that time. Oh my God, Holly.
Oh wow. Oh my God.
Alright, I'm going up. This is the inside of the statue, which I've never been in before. There's a big spider there. I'm not that bothered about spiders, I really don't want to get that fucking jumping on me. Maybe I should go up. Wow, this is cool. What a little adventure. So it's time for me and Holly to leave. We've only explored maybe 15% of the entire estate and we'll have to come back and get the rest. But it's New Year's Eve today, so we do have to actually make a move. It's a shame we didn't get to see everything. There's just so much, there's so many floors and levels and rooms to discover. But next time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed.